Well, go on, beautiful souls, my beautiful people. I got a quick little message, man. I'm not even going to read from no books because, you see what? The books is all good. The information is all good. And, like, we need the books. We need things written down because we fell so far. We fell so deep into the abyss that things had to be written. There was a time when our ancestors didn't write nothing down, and we would just sit down in temples and just exchange words and this high knowledge and this high knowing. Let's not even call it high, let's say deep. This deeper knowing and deeper knowledge, because really everything comes from the inner, not the outer, not upper. It comes from the inner. But let me tell you what really, because really to get back to the truth, to get back to what we really are, we have to simplify things. We have to become simple again. And what I mean by that is we've become too high and mighty, yeah? Because we go around labeling things and naming things, the labels. This is what's caused us to fall, is the labels. You're a Muslim, I'm a Christian. You're this, I'm that. It puts you into a box. Black, white, Grenadian, Jamaican, African, English, Irish. All these things is all boxes. And once you label yourself one of these things, you limit yourself. Because now there's a whole culture, there's a whole belief system, there's a whole bunch of, the minute you say, I am Caribbean, or I am Irish, or I am American, or I am English. The minute you say that, you limit yourself now, because there's a whole culture, there's a whole belief system that comes with it, and you have to live up to these things now. You see what I'm saying? The minute you label yourself and put yourself into a category, yeah, you now have to live up to what goes with that label, with that category, with that belief system. And really and truly, you're not. None of us are. It's all good, I have to break it down, the books and all that. Yeah, we've got to do that because everyone's so high and mighty. But when you look at it, look, we label things. A crow, an eagle, the tree, the leaf. And then the minute you do that, you think you know it. You think you've conquered it. Oh, what's that over there? The child will see the bird and say, oh, dad, oh, mum, look at that bird. And you be like, oh, that's a crow. That's a pigeon. That's it. You know what it is. You don't know what it is. Who called it a crow? Who called it a pigeon? Who called it an eagle? How long has it been called an eagle? Before that, it was called something else. Earth was not always called Earth. Malkuth. You see what I'm saying? England wasn't always called England. America wasn't always called America. It used to be called Turtle Island. What I'm saying is different cultures name things different things. Some things that we go around saying, oh, that's that, is somebody's surname. The person who discovered it, they put their surname onto it. Do you see what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to say is, these are the things that keep us trapped, really. Yes, the books, the system, breaking it down, the religions, and all that stuff, and all that fancy shit. Yeah, we got to get into that because people are so deep into that. But really and truly, it's just as simple as that. Look around you and realize, raw, I don't know what nothing is in this reality. I don't even know what I am. What, my name's Zion. Because I got named that. But really and truly, what am I? Who am I? I don't know. And do you know what? I'm never going to know. I'm never going to know what I truly am. We're limited. Do you know how limited we are in our knowing? It's humility that's going to get us back to God. Not knowing that we don't know nothing. And even the person who is tapped in, who can tap into to this information and tap into a lot and know more than the others, it's only a tiny fraction of the all-knowing. All these labels, all these names is what keeps us trapped. Go out there today or sit around you and look around and say, blood clot, I don't know what anything is around me, really. Who called it a tree? Who called it a book? Who called it a phone? Who called it a brick? A brick? But that comes from the earth. So who named it a brick? Who called it a stone? Who named it water? Somebody named it, labeled it, so we can understand, so we can convey a message to each other and say, yeah, I was out there and I see this. You know, when you're just walking down the road and you see that stone, that big stone on the side there, and as you go into the park, you know what I'm saying? It's to guide you. It's to help you. Or I was chilling and I see this bird come down, this eagle, and it went across the sky, and it was just a beautiful experience. Okay, but who called it an eagle? Do you get what I'm saying? We gotta humble ourselves and realize we don't know what nothing is. We don't know nothing. We don't know nothing. We think we know. That's why children have that amazement, that curiosity, because they know they don't know. And then we come along and ruin it for them. Oh, that's a worm. They'll be in the floor like, what's this? Like looking at a worm, like amazed, like, and we'll be like, it's a worm. Oh, put it down. Do you see what I'm saying? We have to humble ourselves. I'm not saying to stop using the labels, but realize that it's just a label that's been given by another man and woman of what they thought it looked like, or something that meant something to them. And then we go around using the word, and it takes away that curiosity, that interest, that childlikeness. It takes away, it steals that from us, because we think we've conquered it. I know what that is. I know, because my parents or my mum or my dad or the schooling system told me that's a caterpillar, and it goes into the cocoon and comes out a butterfly. Butterfly, because it looks beautiful, so it's called a butterfly. Do you see what I'm saying? Where did the word butter come from? Where did the word fly come from? Everything we label, everything that is labeled in the English language is called something else in a different language. So the minute we put ourselves into these boxes, you're a Muslim, I'm a Muslim, you're a Christian, you're a Jew, bam, belief systems come with it. And if that person don't connect up with this belief system, we got a problem with each other. Children don't do that. Children get taught to do that. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's all good breaking down the books and that, but really and truly, it's just humility. Realizing you don't know nothing. So when someone says, oh, what's that over there? Before you go and say, well, just think twice. And look at it again. And you'll realize you don't know what it is. How did it get here? How did all them birds, all these different birds, all these different types of birds get here? All these different types of insects, all these different living organisms on the earth. How did it get here? What are they? You don't know. I don't know. Them scientific words, them labels just been given by people. A lot of them were people's surnames, like I already said. So I'm telling you, my brothers and sisters, we don't know nothing. And what we know is a tiny fragment of the all-knowing. It's better off to be humble and be curious all the time, like a child, and realize, wow, I don't know nothing about this reality. I don't know how I got here. Yeah, my mom and dad had sex and conceived me, and the physical thing took place, but how did my soul get here? How does this information come to me? How does it work? We will never know. And it's better to not know. Why would you want to know all that? You can't. You can't know it in this limited body. We can't. We wouldn't be able to. We'd go mad. We wouldn't be able to know the all-knowing. We wouldn't be able to. We wouldn't be able to contain it. So stop trying to. Some of us know a little bit more than others. So what? The more you know, the more you realize you know nothing at all. Yeah? So take that message there and take it in, my dogs. You see me I deal with? Oh, no, nothing. And neither do I. But at the same time, we know something. And with that something, we have to free up and liberate ourselves and liberate other souls around yourself. You see me I deal with? And stop going on like we know too much. You see me I deal with? Peace.